our basic query search from the home screen. So we'll notice here we have under study name, organization, and founder, you could either type in the alias for the study name, but the shorter way is to just pick it from the drop-down box. Pick study name from list. And I'm going to talk about two here, although I can only pick one. If you notice these two, BSD, Bible subjects, and BSV, Bible scripture. Those will be the two that you will most become familiar with, because that deal with a lot of your biblical study. The rest are information on various cults, organizations, and you can look through them. But I believe that the two that you will most become familiar with are the BSD and the BSV. And don't worry if you don't remember, because that's why you can do the pick from the drop-down box and select what you choose. In this case, we're going to grab the BSD. Bible subjects. The BSD is the alias for the Bible subject. You must select that one. That is a must. The next box is optional, but if you don't want to pull up a whole lot of topics, then I suggest that you use the next box. Now I'm going to show you two things that you can do. You could begin typing in this box. Let's say Christian. Notice as I type, and I was typing Christian, it began to give me everything that it can find with CH in there. So you might be able to narrow your search down. And another way to do it, like I said, this one is going to be a little bit long. Let's take this out. It's from the pick subject. Focus from list. This is long, but I'm going to show you some other little tricks later on that allow you to narrow this down so you don't really have to do this. But again, the more tools you got at your disposal, then you decide which way you will work to get the information. Just pull up the information that you're looking for. And so notice is ordered by alphabetical order. And what we do is we try to utilize keywords like are, what, how, what is, what are. And I'm just going to kind of thumb through it, just kind of let you see. Did Jesus did so and such and does call things that are not. Did. Come on, go down a little bit. How? She knows how did James know where the 12 tribes were dispersed? How did Judas? How did Peter? How did the printing press? Go down a little bit more. Then you got some ifs. And so, in other words, we come from it from the perspective that we don't know anything. We are asking a question and seeing if we can find that information. The goal is one day that we have this loaded. So anybody should be able to utilize it and find what they want. And then remember, one of the other tutorials I did show you, and I'm not going to go to it for now because we in this one, remember that guy right there, the global search? That will become your friend. But for right now, we're going to stay where we are. We got some things on Jesus, some just self-explanatory. You just was with the names, the Bible. I know they are in alphabetical order. And like I said, once you take your time, was another keyword, were keyword. What are, what is? So think of what is what. Think of what is that you're looking for. Again, like I say, if you're using this, just think of what you're looking for. And then you can either do it one or two ways. You can come down and try to find here or begin just to go in the subject box right here and just start typing words again. Give you example. If I was looking for Pharisee, notice begin to pull up things with PHAR that go meet reports on Pharisees. So you may be able to find things that way. Again, I tried to think of it from a perspective that from the user's perspective, how would it better help them find the information that they're looking for? And I'm trying to go on without being too wordy. Okay, but anyway, let's go back down here. We're going to say, I'll get back down here. Get back out of this. And I'm still looking in the box here. Let's see which one can we use. Very good one. What is atheism? Let's look at that. So I got it selected, then I clicked to generate a report. There go my report. If you remember from some of the other tutorials, 2 tells you that you at least got 2 reports from different sources that's here. So the first one we see is what is atheism, and if I go down here, we got what is atheism too. So there go your reports there, and just like the other reports, you can do a listen. Bible subjects. Or you can email. And the reason they call this email is because sometimes people from their device, from their phone, they don't have access to printing. But you can take and turn this into a PDF and save it, or you can email it to someone. But I find that I like using the share more so to do the email. And of course, you share. So I think that's pretty much it. We're in the 6 minutes, so you got that. And of course, don't forget, use your arrows. And use your scroll bar. Okay, let's click back. Now remember, once I did that, if I come down here, notice what I have. Up on the recent views, what is atheism? So if I chose to look at another report and 2, 4, 5, 6 other reports, I can still come back and don't have to go back out and try to find it again. All I have to do is look up on recent views and I can take that and open that report up. And there you are there. But I'm not going to go any farther because you've already seen what we do from the beginning. And then we just get back to our home screen. And we're there. And that's good. And if I want to clear that, I could. Here's another thing. If I wanted to say if I was going down the line looking at stuff in the W's, if I click this, watch what happens. Notice it took me right down, so I didn't have to go back and find that. Now it's rather sitting on the next one. I can click that one. What is Bible parchment? And so in other words, I don't have to go back up to the top and scroll all the way back down to find it. If I come back in and click it because I already selected that, it'll bring me back down to my last search and I can continue going forward, or I can reverse and go back up if I chose to. So once again, just trying to make it easy for the user to be able to navigate through and find the topics that they want.
So let's